Hey everyone, Mikey Sola, and today we are talking on Side Hustle Publishing a little bit about motivation and goals. Now, I've been writing prehistoric thrillers, books with teeth, claws, and plenty of people getting eaten since 2009. And ever since I started writing, my main goal has been to have one of my books turned into a movie. Now, unfortunately, if I'm being truthful and honest, I'm probably nowhere closer to that goal happening today in 2023 than I was back in 2009. But I was still plugging away. I was still continuing. But it's always been that goal that's pushed me onward in order to get my books done. You know, every time I sit down to write a book, I literally envision the pages of that book as a movie. Each page turned, I picture up on the big screen, what would it look like for a family of four to be sitting down, big summer blockbuster movie, popcorn, drinks, sodas, and they're watching my book up on the big screen. That's always been my motivation to write scenes as big and cinematic as I can. And again, I'm nowhere closer to that goal happening today than I was back in 2009, but it's always been that goal that's pushed me forward. And I think if I'm being truthful, without that goal, I don't know that I would have gotten my books done. So it's probably never going to happen. I really hope that I could get a small studio to take a look at some of my intellectual properties, some of my novels that I've written. And I've made a little bit of progress, gotten a few phone calls over the years, had some emails, but it's just never gone the way I've wanted to. And despite even offering some of these properties that I have up for literally nothing to studios, very difficult to get anyone to get back to you. But nonetheless, it's always been that goal that's pushed me forward. And without that goal, I don't think I'd have my books. If I literally just said I'm going to write a book and a year from now I'm going to make $200 in my first month on royalties, I don't know that that would have been enough to push me through all these years. So I'm never going to give up on that goal. I'm always going to believe that I can have something one day turned into a movie. And again, this channel is about being honest. This channel is about not taking ourselves too seriously, looking inward at ourselves. I know that the likelihood that this happening is probably very slim. And I have it in the back of my head that one day I'll take my own money, my own funds, and I will find a director and I will find the crew necessary to pull something like this off. For now, I remain a little bit helpless. The only thing I can do is control each book that goes out. That's another powerful thing. The idea that all we as writers can do is control our next project. Right now I'm working on two books at once, two prehistoric thrillers, and I'm the director of both of those. And both of those books have an unlimited budget. That's what I learned from Matthew Riley, the Australian author, that originally he got into writing novels back in the mid 90s because nobody would take a run at adapting one of his books into a movie. So consequently, you can have a limitless budget. It is limitless what you can do on paper. And that's always been what's inspired me. But I think as creatives, as authors, we have to have big goals. Maybe your goal is to become a full-time author. Maybe your goal is to make $1 million. But I think we have to have something that's huge. And for most of us, it's going to be something that's unattainable. Again, at 41 years old, I acknowledge the chance of this happening probably not very good, based on a lot of the interactions I've had, and I've watched so many years go by in this field that, all I have to show for it on the movie front is literally some cool DMs on Twitter, some cool emails, and a couple cool voicemails that I received from movie people in the past. But nonetheless, I think you have to have this big goal. Curious to hear your thoughts on this. That's the best thing about YouTube is the comment section. That's our community down there. That's where we can chime in. Let me know, was this video trash? I'm not offended if it was not helpful at all. Let me know your comments on this. If you're creative, let me know what you're working on. Curious to hear from you all in the comments section below. Take care.